Newfound adventure.
Ella, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup?
Of course, Satoru.
Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, my nose.
Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors.
Of course, Satoru.
Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it.
Adventure with me, Tataru.
What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
I just realized I'm a cyborg. Did you see my necklace? It's just this in the front and then 2 sprockets on the back. I'm a fucking cyborg now. Grand adventure, a new adventure, of course. Now that people aren't trying to kill me.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
What do you got for me, Tataru?
You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
Yeah. That's my goal. You're right, who knows what mysteries are still waiting to be discovered. That's a great idea, but where to start? But what?
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from,
See right there.
it's hard to narrow it down. But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
What's that, Tataru?
Thavnair. That's where you should go next.
Why Thavnair? Because it's part of the expansion?
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzatan the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Ritra would be pleased to see you.
Okay,
Then
we'll
there's
go.
The bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance.
You
Just
convinced
think
me.
of all the new experiences you could have.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the bounty?
True, we have to fulfill what Emmett Suck was saying.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
We gotta fulfill what our boy says. Our boy.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world.
Yes, it is.
In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
Oh.
Shouldn't take much longer now though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Bet. Fucking bet. I'll try it right now. Make sure it has pockets. Yeah, I want pockets. I want fucking pockets. Is that it?
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care.
Oh, Tataru, you're adorable. And probably like an archdemon, right?
Just a little more
Archdemon.
to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Oh, Tataru.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
Mm.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Tataru falling asleep. Oh, what the fuck? The fuck is this? Why does it stand out so much compared to the blurriness? Who the fuck and what the fuck? Who the fuck is this, dude? He looks like a badass.
And thus I am returned.
What? Who is it? Newfound adventure. Ooh.
Ah, you're awake.
Yes, ma'am.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing.
You're okay, Tataru.
You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream?
Oh yeah,
Or are
definitely
you
very
just looking
pleasant.
forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
Very pleasant dreams, trust me.
Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Sure. Ba-da-ba-dum bum bum bum. The Diamond Forge, that's the end of the quest. Ordona. Onward, my noble steed. We're going up here. No, it's down here. Through this door. Ah, Tataru.
Observe as the artist refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see.
Falls asleep again.
A little more room in the shoulders. Lift up the cuffs. Final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Ooh. Well.
Hi, Casey.
Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure?
It's nice. Not my hair though.
I'm so glad you approve.
So what do I owe you, Tataru?
Oh, don't be silly. Your approval is payment enough. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did she purchase those stylish yet practical garments? And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's banquet. Hey David, how you doing? I can hear it now, the merry clink clink of gil overflowing from my coffers, sweet music to my ears.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Dun 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 dun. I'm doing okay. Worked, then Casey and I went and did some karaoke, and now I'm streaming. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all the experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You'll never know when some odd past detail might come irrelevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind. In any case. Collection expanded the unending codex. Yes, now we can actually we're actually keeping records of everything as a character. Of like who people are, what things we've done, etc., etc. As you progress through the main scenario quests. Yep. Okay. We gotta head to an inn at some point now. Bountiful Ruins. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Don't expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best place to pick up information are taverns and markets. At presently, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnir, I suggest you explore the options at Merid's Mayhain, the finest drinking establishment in Razat-Han. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the right direction of local tale tellers, also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Bella, and may fair fortune find you. There an inn even here? I don't know. Let's go here to Razat-Han. I bet there's an inn at Razat-Han. There's gotta be an inn, right? Somewhere. Really no inn in all of Razat-Han? Really? Oh, I'm sorry, Tataru. You're gonna have to wait when it comes to me using that outfit then. Whoa. Okay, anyways. Okay. Milil. Well, first off, there's a lookout point. Merid's Mayhain, owned and run by the eponymous Merid. This Mayhain offers light meals and beverages, with the main draw being its myriad varieties of liquor distilled by local alchemists. Foreign visitors are often entranced by the stage performers, whose movements incorporate elements of traditional Thavnirian dance. Melil? Welcome to Merid's Mayhain. Hi.
Oh, hello. I do not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table.
I'm looking for information.
Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian, in fact, who could tell you about that.
Where is he?
There he is, Professor Jalheen. Jalheen. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mahane's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection. He should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Marine found out I took coin from Thavnir's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week.
Well, that's nice. Alright.
Jalheen?
Yes. Volume cannot be skipped. Yep. We just gotta do it. Speak with Jalheen. What may I do for you, my Aeolzin friend? I just want to ask you about the second vault. Friendly chat, how about a drink? Yeah, friendly chat, how about a drink, buddy boy? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered.
Here we are, one of Miride's finest. Enjoy.
Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Then empties the cup in a single gulp. That was very kind of you, miss. I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me? I want to know about the sunken treasure. Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Al-Zadal? He was Khan of the Ari tribe, which sailed to Thavnir from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Razatan. His decision to aid the Arkasodara is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Al-Zadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Razathan's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with some glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. And there's the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Al-Zadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. A century since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Razatan, folk would remember that the tale of hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, and precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a little tickle in... Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Oh, yeah, what a player. Meal, another round for the professor. It's all in the house. It's not like I have to pay for it. Oh, I see you've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer.
Another for the professor.
Oh, today was a splendid day to visit the Mahame. Bill gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Where were we?
Yes, those who did return from seeking the treasure vault refused, flatly refused, to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azaham was saying. Azaham, as a fellow connoisseur of spiritual potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear, but he did have... no, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage that is clearly foolhardy quest? If my words sent you to your death, I could never live with myself.
I think I've heard enough.
Is that so? Well, I suppose any adventurer with her soul can go and find the place herself, eh?
You learn a few hints about the nature of the undersea vault, but you cannot help but wonder if a long conversation may reveal further details. Azama. Let's double down there real quick. Where the fuck is this guy? Here, maybe. Yet hall. Yeah, no, wouldn't be over there. Has to be over here then. Oh, music though. Has to be over here. Area Azama. Yes, I'm Azama, and who might you be? All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in the search of Al-Zadal's legacy, and I've been watching for sails ever since. Tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. That look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Al-Zadal's third otherworldly hoard. His ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you away from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. I will tell you that what my friend told me. How he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one the Shal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for the exorbitant price. But meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep down below. If you truly intend to seek Al-Zadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. Sorry about that.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
Nah, dude.
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name.
Fuck you.
This is no mere
Whoa.
treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Arzadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
You sure about that though?
A map to Alzadal's
Whoa.
legacy.
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
I bet.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage.
Where?
You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession.
You sure about that?
A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly.
Here, bud.
This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed had never returned with that treasure alive.
This guy's a dick.
Oh, cruel fate. Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim?
Why do I feel like this kid's in on it?
How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map.
Totally in on it.
Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
Totally in on the scam, dude. Dude, Sidian. Is that the boy?
What have you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
Oh, Estinian.
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
Oh, he's too kind-hearted.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Whoa. Oh, Estinian. You're too kind-hearted.
Well met, my friend. Someone is dressed for adventure.
Yes, sir. I'm in my generic Makote outfit.
Of all places. Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping. Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
Oh, crazy.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
He's gonna go make another
Mind
one.
us.
He's gonna make another one.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Yeah, you fucked up, my dude. You fucked up.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
I'll follow you, Estinian. You seem eager to be underway.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
Makes sense.
I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
You're too nice, Estinian.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
Barely did anything.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Oh yeah, duh.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent. Whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
Okay. I respect.
You are coming along, yes?
Of course, Estinian. Naturally.
I thought as much.
Naturally.
Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Yes, sir. Fucking kid, he looks like a Madeline, dude. Hate it. Hate that guy and I hate this kid. You'll recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Vitra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Hanish delights to refuse. He wished me to train the Radiant host in lance work. But that is the tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsuya is the fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akiali and see if he can help us. Akiali! Okay, off to Akiali then. To Yilmed. And then we will run over because I don't have the power to fly yet still. Because I may or may not have slack. I said I'd do it and have been slacking if I'm being honest. We have to run over. Though we did all the quests, I never discovered all the things. Hello, turtle. Turtle, don't fuck with me. I fucking thought. Stay back there. No, stay back there, turtle. You wanna fuck with these. You don't wanna catch this. Matsuya? My friends, what brings you to our humble abode? In the humble village. We're looking for things and stuff, a boat. You need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins? Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here. I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Fucking kid. This fucking kid, dude. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. Yeah, punk. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. He's right there. Ah, it is you. You know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast?
I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnia? You are. I know you are. I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal. You see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and offer the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done, and I beg for your forgiveness. And if not for you, my sister and I would never have... Well, we'd be...
Enough. I knew your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, my friend here was seeking those very ruins. Why are we standing in the rain?
Well, kind to overlook the wrong I've done. But there's more you need to know. The map you bought is really real, very real. It is, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. Told that man where he needed to search about the ruins, about the vaults, about everything. And the man sailed out to find his fortune and never to return. You're not to go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army.
I don't doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is no little we cannot overcome.
Please, I cannot bear the thought of...
We might need a hand in movement. Now you've gone. We could invite our comrades. And we could. Assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. The idea is that on whom to approach, the signs have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Thinker and Uranger, they're the ones that are going to be walking around, right? Thinker and Uranger, eh? Those two would answer our call, certainly, but they left the Rising Suns with a definite task in mind, and I am loath to interrupt their self-appointed mission. What? Your Stroller was studying. Often and Alize were in Garlemald, and Graha and Kryl are remaking the students about listening. They're all busy. I guess your Stola? Your Stola. Her magics would be a welcome addition, aye, but I loathe to interrupt her research. Maybe we could ask a less prickly companion. Fucking Graha and Kryl, maybe? Aye, Kryl may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if we reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation. Would that set your mind at ease?
Yes, if that man is as strong as you, is he though? Strong, I mean?
Very much so. What is your name, boy?
Mirad, sir.
Well, Mirad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe.
I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everybody's too busy rebuilding their own home lives to bother with two grubby orphans.
Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just for you to end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates.
Thank you, sir.
Call me Estinian. Call me Super Cool Guy McGee. Puts on sunglasses. Friends for the road. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. You appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let's be off too, Murad. Do me a favor and don't stray far from the path. Oh, we're going, we're going back to old Charlene. Old Charlene. I know there's a fucking in here. I know for a fact there's an in here. Wait, this isn't the inn, is it? Not the inn. Fuck, where's it? There's gotta be an inn here. I'm gonna assume it's him after I talk to him.
Oh, look at who it is. Welcome back, Bella. What might the students do for you? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mrs. Kryl. They've been holed up there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break.
Hello, my friends.
Ah, Ojika, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
Hey, Graha.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
Yes, yes, I'm actually a ghost. I'm a cyborg. What did you do? What are you two working on? Yeah, how's the restoration coming along?
Slow and steady. Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We were able to locate several accounts in the archives of Numenon, but the bulk of our documents was lost along with the Isle of Fowl.
But what brings you to the annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
Good point. I want you, Graha, fucking with me. Leave Kryl. Join me. Adventure time.
The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition?
Yes, ma'am.
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Ooh, he's ready. He's raring to go.
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
Graha, he's
You
like,
should
I'm
go,
ready.
Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure?
His ear perk.
I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
5 years.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Yes, sir.
Have you asked anyone else to come along?
No.
Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
I was still not to
Ever since
fuck
the
with her.
Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
I mean, I guess. Doesn't hurt to ask.
Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go, I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Wasn't he with Thancred?
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like.
Wasn't he with Thancred?
From what I can gather, the Loperites wish to build their own vault for the people of Atheris to explore, and are looking for inspiration to help make it a memorable experience.
So they want a dungeon, just for shits and giggles, basically.
So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Might as well. Dun, dun, dun,
Safe
dun.
travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Of course, Kyle, of course.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yes, retire to a room. I'd like to put my things in order. Baru. Okay. I'd like to put my things in order. We're gonna put in the glamour. Looking for a head. It is. Did it not come with the headpiece? Well, it definitely had a chest piece. Wayfarer, that's what it is. Oh wait, is it Wayfarer gear? Wayfarer gear is gear that is also in different other Final Fantasy games as well. Don't ask me no off the top of my head though, because I genuinely do not remember. It is in other Final Fantasy games. Get all of the Wayfarer stuff. Definitely Wayfarer. There has to be pants, right? Did I skip over them? Like, there has to be pants, right? There are no pants? Really? No, I have to check. There aren't. Really? Didn't come with any pants? What a weird. Okay. Came with a necklace though. Came with earrings. Yeah, okay, let's edit glamour plate. 19. We're going to chest piece. Wayfarer. Gloves. Wayfarer. No pants. Shoes. Wayfarer. Really? It didn't come with pants? That's so weird. Wayfarer. Wayfarer. Here's the most appropriate looking pants. Those look pretty appropriate. No. No. Definitely not. No. No, I think it's these ones. These ones look the best visually. And what's a good headpiece? Oh, I guess this one's not bad. And yeah, save. Wear the Wayfarer gear. Number 19. Wayfarer it is. Okay. Heading out here to go to your stola. Let's teleport. Okay, I know she's probably fucking far away. Let's go to the stadium. Then we'll run from here. Anis Dockwind. Not bad. Oh, she's sleeping. Sleepy, sleepy, Ostola.
I've never known Y'shtola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Sleepy, Ostola.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Oh.
Ow!
Oh.
How long have you two been here?
25 minutes. We didn't want to wake you.
Nor did I want to fall asleep.
Oh, Y'shtola.
I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Basically.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me?
Yeah, you want to go on an adventure?
Alzadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family.
Yeah, we
But
want an
this
adventure.
is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished.
Exactly.
An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries, as if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Sorry about that. Sorry about all yawning. I've been up for
Achiali by ship. But before that,
Went
we
18
thought to
hours.
extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way.
yes, ma'am. Oh, we have new things. New character. I don't actually know where the travel. No. Under duty. Oh, it is collection. There we go. Yeah, we've unlocked Astinian, Graha, Kryl, Yorstola, Hydelin, Reflections in Crystal Tower. To Thamazane. Horia. And normally we will fly down, but like I said, I was slacking. I did not have the power of flight yet. Therefore we will, well, I guess technically we're flying. Down we go. Doon 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 doo doo doon. Off we go to Dr. Thang, to Dr. Yonru. Dun 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 dun.
Ah, our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
Yes, sir.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
It's good to see you well.
And thee. As ever, thou art the picture of strength.
Thank you, I try.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loperids had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Kryl.
Yes.
I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperids now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
Interesting.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon? So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
To grab you.
Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation. How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Mm-hmm.
Counting Estinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
Good point. Good point.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
Yes, ma'am.
What, no time to spare a
Thancred.
word for the grizzled old bard?
Thancred.
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
How was your pilgrimage? Hmm?
Having an astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. And it doesn't hurt that he's making strides with his light-hearted banter. In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches.
Makes sense.
So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporits.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
No, Thancred.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
Thancred, join us.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, it is best I sit this one out.
No.
Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters.
Aww.
I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations.
Oh. I wanted him to be the
Meet
tank.
again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Dr. Estinian Akalal Ula Lal Ulu. Oolaka, laka, oolululu. Listen, I send you to recruit Graha and you return with an entire survey party. Oh, Matsuya's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all.
What he means is we are grateful for you for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels.
We are no more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of reefs and shallows there. I will keep an eye out. Take the money. Alazadal's legacy.
Alazadal III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey is to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what other treasure he possessed he supposedly brought back? Undersea vault may hold recruit and relics from another reflection.
My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know what we will find. Until we find it, aye. So let's dispense the conjecture and set forth for the vaults. Off we go. Off we go indeed. Alazadal's legacy.